What you call me here for?
I just want you to tell me why. You know, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? Just tell me why.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Lucky to be you.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very, how shall we say?
Beautiful Thursday. Thirsty Thursday.
Dramatic Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. Be happy and positive.
I don't understand how Facebook could put me in Facebook jail on my own page.
They do that to you all the time.
On my own page. So I can't share a show to my own page.
Because you need to come to the light. I like your hot dog shirt, by the way.
I wore it out of protest.
I wore it yesterday. I liked it a lot. You get to wear it today. We now share clothes.
Well, you didn't have to tell anybody
That's how you know. That's how you know. We've been hanging out too long.
Why'd you have to tell everybody it's the same
Because I'm waiting for my dress to come in.
Why'd you have to tell everybody it's the same
shirt? You're wearing my dress? So you're either wearing my dress or I'm wearing your shirt.
My son bet me $1 that I wouldn't wear it, so I put it on.
I like it a lot. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe afternoon show. We've had a busy studio here today. We had our morning show. We had all the way in Manchester today. We had the first show of Faith Washington's new season. And we had Lady B's show with Vitality Spa in the house, Miriam and Shayla. Shayla. It's all, you know.
All I know is Miriam.
All in the house. I know you would know that
That's
one.
my sister's name.
And Danielle is in doing some voiceovers for Fuego. Slick was doing some things. Taylor and the girls are working on Kids in Capes and a show live tonight from our 2020 producers on WWNN. So a lot of great things happening. We got new commercials that came out. All of this happened while you were in the room, working hard on their boards.
I haven't worked on Faith Washington's show. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. How'd it go?
It started out and then it turned off. And then it started out and it turned off again.
The TV or the whole stream?
The stream.
That's weird.
But I taped it.
So you put it back out.
I pushed it back out.
Interesting. Do you know why?
It's Facebook. They put you in jail for your own page.
I don't know. Happy Thursday, everyone. Give us a call. Check out our phone lines. See if they're on. 888-994-4995. Studio A. Today at 4 o'clock, we are live on WWNN Radio. 95.3 FM, 96.9
Well, I got a
FM,
surprise for you.
and 1470 AM, the only talk radio show
We have
station.
a surprise coming to the radio station.
I heard.
Wow, is there nothing sacred?
She told me she's spending the day with us.
She told me not to tell you. I'm going to tell women are fickle.
I said, can you do this for us while you're here? She goes, here, I'm spending the whole day with you. Okay.
You people are fickle. Women are fickle. I say to her, I'm going to go like this to go to commercial.
This?
So I didn't understand a word they were talking in Portuguese, and she said, comercial.
Commercial.
And she stayed looking at me,
And
so
you
I
missed
figured,
it.
let's go to commercial. I don't know, but I didn't give her the C. She just decided.
Oh, it's a C or is it a Lady B?
Who knows? And then I said, you got 5 minutes left on the program. She ended it in a minute. So I guess her and Slick have hand signals.
I guess.
Because he doesn't speak English either.
I know. I did that with the crew today, and I did this, and they go, wrap it up. I'm like, you guys still had 2 minutes left, but it's okay.
I don't know.
They do what they do. So happy Thursday. We've got a full pack show. We've got the ladies from Vitality Spa joining us. We've got Miriam and Shayla, and they were on Lady B's show. We've got Ann from Area Landscape and Faith Washington joining us. So welcome, ladies.
Make sure you're talking to your microphones.
Grab your mics. Let's make sure everything is on.
We're going to have Ann, we're going to isolate Ann all by herself.
Oh, we are.
Because she gets so nervous.
We've got Miriam and Shayla with us of Vitality Spa, and they're right up the street, which is amazing.
Yes, we're right here on the corner of Yamato Road and corner of
Let's
2nd
talk
Avenue.
closer to your mic. You're
Yes.
Miriam,
I'm Miriam.
I'm Sheila
and you're both from where?
from Vitality Spa. We are from Brazil.
We're from Brazil, Porto Alegre, very south of Brazil.
Porto Alegre.
Porto Alegre.
That means the happy port.
All I
Yes,
know
it
is when you tell Danielle someone's from Brazil, now she gets specific with me. Where in Brazil are they from? Like, she goes north or south. I don't know. Here's their phone number. You can call them and find out.
We are from South.
That's from the south.
Yes, very South.
Is there a beach in the south?
Yes, actually, there's beaches everywhere in Brazil.
I know.
whole
All they wear is teeny weeny bikinis.
Yes.
Can you get us ready for teeny weeny bikini season at Vitality
Yes.
Spa?
Yes, we make everybody beautiful. Then you can use the beautiful
Danielle
bikinis.
tells me you move this from here to someplace else, and you take that someplace else out, and we look very thin and fit
Yes.
when we leave.
Yes, you make you to feel fantastic with yourself.
I'm in.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
She puts the
Hashtag
fun in
fantastic.
Both,
Ba-dum-bum.
yes. It's a lot of fun to go to the spa too.
Well, how long have you had the spa?
We have the spa for 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
There on Second Avenue?
You've been
Almost
there?
15. Yeah, we used to be close to the town center before, and then we are here on this place on Yamato about 6 years, right?
Yes.
They're right up the street on Yamato and Second.
Yeah, the same plaza have a Panera Bread and the CVS.
I know the Panera Bread.
Yes.
They're right there.
We are neighbors.
That's incredible. So tell us what you do at Vitality Spa, some of the different services.
We do laser skin tightening for the face and neck. We bust your collagen and elastin, so your skin gets like tighter. You get out of the wrinkles, and also make your skin like healthier. And also you do photofacials. If you have any pigmentation in your skin, we do like a cellulite treatments. We have the Vela shape. So we do all kind of body
They do
treatments and stuff
Wow.
like that.
Do you guys do that blood thing where they put the blood on the face?
The vampire
The
facial.
vampire, you have a
Vampire.
doctor. that does
Yes,
that.
our doctor
You do
does
that?
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
do.
a doctor does Botox, fillers, threading, all the good
Buttocks
stuff.
fillers.
Yeah,
Fillers.
Would you ever do that?
A buttock filler? I got no buttock.
I heard the other day about Botox hair treatment.
Oh yeah, we don't do
Yes.
those, but yeah, it's good. This is more the hairstylist. You do that to relax the hair.
And do you do the work yourselves, or do you have a whole team of people that do it?
We have a team. We work there also, but we have a team.
But it's your spa.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Right?
yes, it's ours.
Look at
And
all-
now
What's the photofacial?
Photofacial, it's a laser light. Actually, it's a laser light that helps you to get rid of the pigmentation in your skin.
yeah.
I need
All the
that.
marks,
I need
yeah,
all of
for
it.
sun marks,
You need what?
sunspots.
All of that.
So
Acne
clean
spots.
acne, so clean your skin. Let
And
like,
skin
let
tightening.
glow.
So Danielle tells me you can tighten this.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely we can.
Make your neck and face,
Look
gorgeous.
young and more.
Makes you younger and beautiful more than you already are.
Young and supple
It's a
and-
wonderful treatment.
What's the phone number?
The phone number is 954-638-3524.
Check it out. Vitality Spa right here on 2nd Avenue in
Yes.
Boca Raton.
Come to visit us.
These are amazing. I like that shirt on you. It looks really nice.
That's my Vitality hat.
I feel like you look so young and
I don't like
vital.
I don't like the way it
Why?
looks on me. I like the way it looked on you because I don't like this color on me.
Really? I look how nice it looks on camera.
Yeah, I don't like.
I like it a lot.
I don't like. I'm
What-
gonna go wardrobe in a second.
Do you have packages for facials?
Sure, we have all the specials going on, so the people can come and you're gonna look at the skin and tell exactly what you need to do it. And then you do special for you, so everybody is welcome to come and you're gonna give it the best is prices, best service, everything.
And what days of the week are you open?
We work every day except Sundays,
Monday through
Monday to
Saturday.
Saturday.
Hardworking lady.
Yes.
Wow.
And we give free consultations as well.
What's the #1 treatment people are having done over the summer? Is there one?
Yes, I think the people do more like cellulite treatments. That's what they like to do because they want to show their legs and they like to go to the beach and stuff like that. So that's the #1.
Does it come back?
I mean, like everything else, you always have to maintain yourself,
maintenance,
and you have to do the treatments and drink a lot of water and eat healthy, you know, and exercise a little bit, you know. But if you maintain yourself and you comes like once in a while for another treatment, don't.
No more cellulite. Wow, I'm in.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. Deliver the results.
How do you, wait a minute. How do you get it out again?
We have a machine
Okay, I know.
It rubs it.
Uh-huh.
No, they don't do the sucking it out. It just rubs it out.
Yeah, this machine has a laser light, it has the infrared that does the lymphatic
Does it
drainage
hurt?
massage. Doesn't hurt, it's very pleasure. Actually, I
Very
do this
pleasurable.
treatment, on the people. So
Very
yes,
pleasurable.
people can relax and sleep when I'm doing the treatment.
She's sucking up my cellulitis, and it's very pleasurable.
Is it the cold laser
It
where it
is.
kind of melts it?
Yes, helps the felt and detox the body. So it's amazing treatment. And people can come and try 15 minutes. We give you, for free, so people can come and try and see how they like it. That.
Danielle, have you done the cellulite treatment?
Oh, yeah, always.
Always.
There is an announcer
Imagine-
cellulite.
Imagine
and
Danielle on the show we did this morning.
Danielle is just a wonderment. There's nothing. I'm going to tell you, I did that show, Slick. From now on, you do it, I'll never be the same.
And now also, we have something very special going on with Vitality Spa because we are expanding like a franchise now. So people
Wow.
like this business or
You're going to franchise the
the
business.
franchise. Yes, they can
That's
come and talk
interesting.
to us. Yes,
That is very interesting.
yes, a very nice, the
Have you ever
health
noticed
business. Yeah,
people from
health
Brazil are
and
so
wellness.
happy
They're
all
very,
the time?
They're very business.
But they're so happy.
Yeah.
I've never met
She
anyone
comes
from
from pure
Brazil
happiness.
who's not happy.
Life is beautiful, so we have to be, happy.
Look how happy they are. Middle of summer in Boca Raton, owning a spa, a business that during the pandemic, were you shut down a little bit?
Just when they ask us, because people are calling us like crazy.
Oh, yeah, our clients are calling all the time, when are you going to be open? We need our treatments.
Yeah,
And actually now we are busier than before the pandemic because
super
people
busy.
were
Well,
home
now-
so long
Yeah,
and they really need to take care of themselves.
They need to look guapa.
The mask
Yes.
me
Guapa,
is
yeah.
the
Guapa.
worst. I know.
Yeah, they, people discover like how important is take care of themselves, to self-esteem and look gorgeous, and for the health, it's very mental health and
Yes,
physical.
psychologically,
so
when you look good, you
psychological.
feel good. When you feel good, you do good
Exactly.
things.
Yeah, very important.
Check them out. Vitality Spa, BocaRaton.com,
Right here on,
561
your model.
470-7961. Thank you, ladies. We got
Thank
Miriam and
you.
Shayla.
Pleasure to be
I got to
here.
go over there and get a facial. Would you like a facial?
No.
Have you ever had one?
No.
Ever in your life?
No.
Really?
You come and try once, you never leave.
And I knew we were going to go down this road.
Wow, you'll love it. You won't. You don't like people to touch you, but it's kind of nice and
You always
relaxing.
make that whole very difficult, that whole
Thing,
scenario.
people, the touching thing.
No, yeah, you do, because you always volunteer me.
I'm going to go.
Yes.
Good, you go.
It had been a year and a half since I'd actually gotten a facial until a couple
Yeah, I
weeks
went
ago.
a couple of weeks ago.
But I hadn't gone in a year and a half.
Call us and then we schedule.
I know. All right, let's give them a call. What's the phone number, ladies?
561-470-7961.
All right, let's
And
take.
they're gonna give us a shout out this afternoon when we do our 4:00.
Oh, fantastic.
Thingamajig.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got Ann and Faith joining us of the Faith Washington Show and Area Landscape Services. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we'll be right back.
To Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream. Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
And traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Look at all these ladies you're surrounded with. It's good to be you, the king, on Thursdays
And
here.
you're having a boy, you said? Yeah. Well, at least we even up the numbers.
Soflo Mom in the house, so we're going to be talking to her. We've got Faith Washington in the house with us and Ann of Area Landscape Services. Welcome, ladies. You did the first episode of the new Faith Washington season today. How did that go?
I was very nervous, but I think it went well.
It went very well. We had a few hiccups. It's in there now. It's on your
just
page.
technical stuff. But you know
I
what?
don't understand.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
it's
because it was
Facebook
rusty.
hiccups. Yeah.
So it's Faith
It was
hadn't
like,
done
oh,
it.
a new page, a new post.
No, it sent me a welcome and hi, nice
been
to
a long
see
time.
you and yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, get out the way.
It's been a long time.
But Ann did very well.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your support.
And
You were amazing.
And she's gonna ask you about 4 or 5 times.
What you going to ask me?
Did I do well?
I probably will.
Was I doing well?
I was
Did
a
do-
wreck. I was a wreck.
Why are you so nervous?
Because I've never done anything like this before in my life, so it was very nerve-wracking.
Well, tell us about what you do.
So we have a landscaping company. We're a full contracted service. We do only commercial, so we take care of, like, if you own a condo, we take care of the whole condominium association. We do all service tree work, bug spray, IPM. We do everything.
But only commercial.
Only commercial.
See, I need you at my house.
You see, I was
know.
gonna
We
tell
used to
the
do
same
residential, but it got so spread out that it was hard. Like, it was so much driving and, like, kind of a waste of fuel. So we had to make a choice a little bit way back when.
How long have you had the company?
23 years.
Oh, a long time.
And yeah, and my husband was like a small little guy, like just a push mower for that for many years. So, and then he expanded it.
What was it like to expand from just starting up to this? It's got to be huge.
It was
change.
huge.
Whose idea was it?
My husband's.
Really?
Yeah. I'm actually an RN, so I was like working as an RN, and he was like that. And then after I had twins, I was like, then after 2 years, I decided I needed to work a little bit, so I went back to work for him. And now I've never left the company.
And what counties do you service?
Palm Beach and Broward.
All commercial. So you'll come over and you'll take over the an HOA.
Yes.
You'll do everything, planting, trimming, all of it.
Correct. Yeah, tree trimming. Yeah, everything.
Now, did you guys get affected by what's going on? Because a lot of areas got PPP money. Were you affected?
We were affected. Like, some of our employees just took off because
the
of COVID.
employees took off.
Some of the employees took off on their own because they were older and they didn't want to get COVID. But we were actually blessed with PPP the first year, so that actually helped us through because we lost a lot. We couldn't get employees for a long time, and we're still struggling. We're finally starting now to get a little bit back, but we lost a ton of employees.
That's because unemployment is no longer paying that extra
That's what I'm
hitch.
thinking, because I was like, because all of a sudden they're starting to come back. All of a sudden, I was like, but we were struggling bad. We actually had to drop properties that we've had for 23 years, and it broke our heart. And we're very close to these properties. It's like part of our family. And I was like, we just couldn't do it. And they were like, but we've been with you for 23 years. So I'm like, we understand, but we can't give you the service because we don't have the employees. It was heartbreaking.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy that you have the work and then you don't have the workers? And when
Yes.
you have the workers, you didn't have to work. So it's just craziness. You got to go to you got to go to day and night, with the lights, and you go at night and you cut the grass and do the trimming.
Our employees are working 7 days a week, even on Sundays for us.
Wow.
Like I guess we've had employees that have been with us since day one, and they're still with us, and they're like family, and they're like, we'll work Sundays for you, don't worry.
That's
And
amazing.
I was like, they're everything to get by because we couldn't get anybody.
Yeah, at Beaucaire, they work 7 days a week. Now on Sundays and Saturdays, I guess they couldn't get people
Yeah.
there. But this employment thing, so you're hiring now.
We started getting a few more, not like as much as we have in the past, but we're starting now. So
But you need
my-
people.
Yeah, and we're training new people. Like they come in with no experience. We're training them. We're trying our best. We do whatever we can. I was like, but it's been a really tough road.
And it's hot outside. I mean, you're in Florida and you're working in summer and you're outside, or you could be home collecting unemployment.
Yeah, but you can't collect anymore.
Not anymore, but you could
That's
have.
why I think they're starting to come back.
Right,
And
exactly.
you know something? The smarter people got to come to the realization unemployment will end. And they're going to cut it back even further because they want more people to start working. And then when you can't get a job, you can't get unemployment, and then we're going to see what you're going to do. You know, this ride will eventually end. Now, what people that come to work for you, they have to be artists, right? I mean, they got to be at least somewhat handy with their hands and.
Yeah, they have to be willing to work in the heat and endure those long hours. I was like, but we're willing to train anybody and, you know, do whatever we can. I was like, but I mean, even fuel prices, insurance prices, everything has gone up tremendously. And it's like, that's one of our main things that we have to pay for. And then you hear like all over the social media how everyone's saying, well, you know, the people are unemployed going, well, if they paid enough, then we'd come back. But it's also a catch-22 because we're paying so much for unemployment, so much for workman's comp, and so much for gas and fuel. It's very hard to compensate the two and have everyone come back.
You know, it's funny because they were saying about the $15 an hour, which is what people jump on. But when you add the insurance, gas is up 46%. When you start adding everything up at 46%, that $15 an hour turns into $21 an hour.
Yes, and that's
It's
what a lot of
outrageous.
like our employees say. Like, we want to take home this much. I'm like, but you're taking home this much. I'm like, but we're paying this much more for you. It's maybe in more like $75 more in a paycheck for us to do your workman's comp and your insurance and your Social Security. Not even talking about taxes. I was like, so it's very hard for when people are saying, you know, you're not paying enough. We are paying, and we're paying what we can afford.
Well, that's what's happening with McDonald's because they're a conglomerate. They can absorb the 15 and charge you $1 more for a burger, but it's costing them money too. But they're billions.
Yeah.
Now the other thing that people want to do is they want to give off interest in the company, so you can give them a share of stock. It's worth $1, and then they grow with the so they have all these creative ideas going on right now.
Yeah, but that's not small business.
It's
It's a very different arena.
Yeah.
It's a different approach, but you know, this is why when I heard you say you want a franchise, that's another twist to the turn that people are doing, where you give people an opportunity to have their own input on this thing, and then you make a percentage, and they make a percentage, and you go. The game has changed in every category.
100%.
It's costing you more money to run your lights, run your insurance, and wait till the next debacle comes, which is the rents. This is the next problem we're going to have. Because landlords want to get all that back money. They want to get all that money they were missing.
Oh, yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
There's no
And
answer. It's like I go, you know, the government wants this, and I was like, small businesses can't afford it. It's very hard.
You see, but they already know at the White House what's going on. That $3.1 trillion that they're talking
sure they
about,
do.
they know there's going to be a problem. Because there's going to be those that have and those that have not. And the have-nots outweigh the ones that have and those. And there's going to be a major issue here because you can't run a business. You know, you run your business 3 months down the line. You're not even in today. You're in 3 months down the line mode. And things are going to be different in 3 months. Are you still going to be around? It's a major concern right now with what's going on.
There's a lot of concerns in business going on. But Faith, when we're talking about business, what is the mission of the Faith Washington Show?
Well, the Faith Washington Show is really about bringing these things to light. What is it that's currently going on? What have we endured? How are we going to come out of this? What really needs to happen with small businesses? Because the small businesses are the heartbeat of America, all right? Whether they're here on our soil or they're in other countries, it doesn't matter. It's all about the small business owner. All right, you've got giant conglomerates that move like turtles. It's a beautiful thing, except it's really not the heartbeat. So when we really look at the small business owner, we need to focus our attention on how do we make this better? How do we allow the people that are in our communities to flourish and not get wiped out? If we do that, if we just focus on our communities, okay, then we have a chance. But if we don't, like Freddie, you and Dawn, okay, you guys bring this media, all right? You bring advertisement, you bring levity, you bring positivity to this community. If this business, which is, I would consider a small business, goes out, who's going to do that for this community? No one. No one's going to speak and be the voice for the community. Then we have a problem.
Well, I mean, I'll meet you halfway on that, because I'm looking at businesses in this room, and I got to take into consideration how much it's going to cost them even to be here. So we've had to throw a curveball as to what we are asking in the production as well. We are also expanding the platform to put it on more and more areas. So we're doing commercials now for Comcast at a fraction of the rate. You know, the rate that we charge for Comcast, even they'll tell you, is a quarter of what they really
Tiny.
charge. But we're trying to get businesses back up because the chase is on. You know, you're going to have to hire 10 of those $21 an hour guys to get back when you were paying them $12 an hour. It's just a fact of what it is. It's just business. It isn't that we don't want to pay. And I'm going to tell you, not to get into the politics of it, but the entire earth right now, the countries, the worlds,
Absolutely.
they're complaining because the poor are getting beat up even worse. Look what's happening in Cuba. Look what's happening in South Africa. And they're calling it because of political change. It's because the money ain't there. And people have to eat. You know, Fidel Castro learned one lesson. No, don't take away religion, and don't take away the process of eating. Because when you don't eat, when your babies can't drink milk and the whole nine, you're going to have a major problem on your hands. Major problem. So we've had to change, Faith, even what we do in here, because in order to get these businesses on the air, we have to open up the platforms, and we got to go back to where we were like 6 years ago in pricing. I mean, what else can we do? You know, we're caught in between the rock and the hard place as well.
You know, and that may be true, Freddie, but it's temporary, because right now there's going to be a massive shift in wealth across the planet. You're not going to see it in this moment, but you're going to see it soon. And what will occur is you'll have an infusion of capital monies into businesses such as yours, such as Ann's, Vitality, and mine. And that's really what we're looking for. We're looking to kind of level the playing field so that we're all able to play at a better rate, so that we can all provide the goods and services that our communities are really, they should be able to afford. They should be able to garner to them. You know, it's part of the creativity. It's part of why you're born into this earth. Why are you here? You are not here to work and die. That's BS. Okay? That's absolute BS. I don't subscribe to it, don't buy into it, and anybody that does better rethink it. So I understand we have to do what we need to do now, but very soon there's coming a time when it's going to be very different.
Yeah, but we got to get
But do you think, and I said this to you yesterday, you can work hard, but you have to enjoy what you're doing.
Love it.
Are you working
Yes.
to die, or are you loving and living to work, or working to live? Like, you and I did 4 hours of on air yesterday. But at the end of it, if you're not, you know, I was exhausted. But besides being exhausted, if you're happy with the product and you're happy with what you're doing, then you're happy overall with what it is. If you're working because you got to get your employees, because you got to make the bills, because the stress level is so high, at what point do you say, you know what? The stress isn't worth all of this work. I need to reposition and do something different.
But look at what those companies that all you talk to, look at their faces. I mean, I've known Lou for 4.5 years.
We met a great clothing designer yesterday. So
You
at
see
the
her?
end of
She
it,
lit up.
we got to bring a lot of great small
Look at
businesses
Ann. Ann has
forward.
never
Yeah,
done
part
this
of my
before.
show is today. It was like all heart. So my husband, everyone's trained to go to college. He went to college for 2 years in Valencia, came home, and he's like, I'm not doing it. I was like, and he was doing a push lawnmower that turned into this amazing company, huge company. I was like, so he went with his heart.
He loves what he does.
He loved what he does.
And you
he
ladies,
didn't need
I know.
college, and he just wholeheartedly loved what he was doing, and it just bloomed from there because he loved it.
When you love what you do. You ladies, I can see your faces. You love what you do. Can I get a 3, guys, please, a trio?
Well,
but that's, see,
yeah, but
the government aside and the money.
But loving what you do is the reason you do it.
The reason you stay with it.
And you got to do it just to break even. It takes more man hours for us post-pandemic than pre-pandemic. It takes more man hours.
Taylor, can I get a trio, please?
To stay at the level that we were back then.
I feel the same way. Like I feel like we're just making ends meet. Sometimes we don't get paid. I was like, as long as our employees are paid and the bosses don't. But I was like, we're just making ends meet at this time.
And now the enjoyable part of this is one of the new things that we're trying to do. We have different companies. We got a lot of people coming tomorrow. And I want more people to. You guys are all invited to come tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah.
I forgot the day of the week. You're all invited to come because my belief is even if I got to put people in all the other studios and outside and everything else, you begin to talk as business leaders to other leaders. How do we help each other?
Yes.
How do I send you 20 people? How do you send me 20 people? I got the producers in there going to different stores now and zooming it in here with the smallest technology possible. So if your husband's working on a place and you get out there and you take a microphone, you say, oh, my husband's out here, then people say, wait a minute, maybe I could use this guy because we're all in this together.
Recommend each other, right?
So, and until it doesn't work, and yeah, we're going to get tired. And I'm going to tell you, Batman, you better take that vitamin C or whatever you got.
That's right.
Because it's about to get hairy.
You better.
It's about to get real here.
I walked in Studio A this morning and I was talking to the crew. We did a show for tonight. We did a couple shows in there. And I did something out here and I walked back in there and they look at me and I go, listen, it's not that I'm checking up on you guys. This is how I think. So I process, like when I vacuum, I think. When I walk around here, I walk and I'm thinking it through. So I walk back in there, I talk to them, I come back out. I walk back in there and so now they understand my mind. That I'm not checking up on all of them working. It's just how I process the next step for me while you were doing what you do. And we all just got to do. But yeah, they're working triple as hard as they did before this pandemic.
And it's about to get worse.
They've got 3 commercials and 3 shows and editing and elements and we've got what, 4 of them in there today?
I got to tell you
One
something.
came in to go home to edit.
Come tomorrow or starting next week, there's another studio that we're going to have to man.
I know.
Which
There
is
you go.
45 minutes from here. And it got to get done. So it's about to get even thinner.
But you got to love what you do. And I think before we go to
So
commercial
agree.
break, I want to ask ladies of Vitality Spa, what keeps you going?
We love our job. We love like to make our clients feeling well with themselves. They live in there and they feel like alleviate. They look good inside and out, and they are ready to go with their lives. So they live there. Sometimes people get there, they live depressed, they don't know what to do, and with that hour they are there. They are feeling so much better, and that compensates me so much.
You see, that's the other side of this problem. On top of manpower and bills and all that, your clients that are coming to you, even people that are coming to you guys, right now psychologically, everybody's a little bit down.
Yeah.
You may not see, I used to remember enjoying watching a baseball game, right? So I watch it on my phone, and then I get 25 problems. I throw my phone away. I don't want to watch the game no more. It doesn't taste the same. Going to a restaurant, everything bothers me now. They call me cranky. Yeah, I'm very cranky because a lot of different things are bothering me right now. But it's not here that's bothering me. It's everything around me. It's about them going to school and getting their grades and having to decide whether or not they're going to be in class or out of class. Okay? Friends that I have that have businesses, they're closing doors, man, because they can't get waiters, they can't get cooks, they can't get servers, they can't get no help.
We went out for dinner last night. You could tell they were understaffed. And the waitress, she was trying really hard to be nice and to smile. but you could see the stress. You could just see it and feel it, and it's palpable, and you think, you know what they're going through. The restaurant was packed, which was great for the restaurant, but she was running every which way, and she wasn't going home happy.
12 tables, some people doing 12 tables, 10 tables. You know how much work that is?
And at a high-end restaurant, when people expect the service that they expect when they're paying those prices, you think, wow, it's not
You know
easy.
what? That's where it comes in, is that you have to choose. Are you going to be part of the community, or are you going to be part of the problem? Solution or problem oriented? To me, you guys, all of you here today, every one of us is a part of the solution. You know what? There's going to be some times that we're not going to love. There are going to be times that it's not really easy and you feel really stretched and uncomfortable. Good, because that's when you grow. You don't grow on the mountaintop, you grow in the valley. So if you can handle the valley and you cling to each other, and you know that, you know what, we're all working towards the same thing, which is up-leveling our communities and our society to overcome the BS that's been put upon us, yeah, we can do this. That's what makes America great. It's the spirit. It isn't about the money. It's always about the spirit of what is inside of you that drives you beyond anyone else. Because the world's watching, folks. The world is watching. And we're it.
Well, I think that we have to sort of listen to one another a little bit more. You know, what got us in the soup was that everybody was doing their own thing. And they decided, and they're going to go back to bad habits. You're going to get some bad results. But when you turn the flame up, when it costs you more money to run a business, people are going to go away. How many box off businesses have gone away? How many small mom and pop that we know that we were doing business with a year and a half ago
Got smaller.
aren't there no more? I met a guy, there were 4 stores in the mall, and each one was going out of business, right? Each one had a different restaurant, Chinese, Italian. I told him, why don't the 4 of you open up one place, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is a different dish. And the 4 of you get together. And they're still there.
Combine resources.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
So they did it.
And they did it. Was it easy?
So
No.
smart.
But solutions aren't easy. Lack of solutions, I guarantee you, failing hurts a whole lot more than giving it a shot.
Well, I think every new mom needs to go to Vitality Spa and get a facial.
I agree.
I think we need to put...
Or older mom.
Whatever, well, because
I'm
we've got
ready
so
to go.
full of moms in the house also. So I think at all ages, we got to start feeling better about ourselves, growing our business, and doing what we do.
And I gotta.
We got to go to commercial break, yes.
We will. I gotta applaud, you're starting that woman empowerment segment.
I'm starting it, yes.
And everybody that I talk to, I says, we would like to interview for woman empowerment. Because I gotta tell you, and I hate to have to admit this, but you were right. I gotta tell you, men, we're a different type of breed. We got to climb that wall, we're going to go climb that wall. Women will design something to go around it. And when a woman says, you know, why don't we think the solution to this problem? And that's where the woman empowerment piece comes forward. It gets more resolved. There's more resolution at the end of the rainbow. And I hate saying it because I always thought, guys, we got this. We're going to do this.
Well, you do. You guys go from A to B.
Yeah, but we go through
I
the
may
wall
go from
instead
A
of
to
going
A
around.
plus, back to A minus to C to Z before I get back to B. You're going to get there a whole lot faster than I do.
But how is success
Because
measured?
I need to hug the tree a few times. I need to bring my ladies around. I need to get a facial, meet some new moms, get my nails done, buy some shoes, talk to all these people, and then get to B.
Yeah, but how is success measured? By the end?
The success, everyone
Or by the
measures it
beginning?
differently. And you and I talk about this. Success is not always measured as financial ROI. And that is what you and I bring, at least the women empowerment side of what I like to share. It's not always the financial ROI at this stage in our lives. I think when you're younger, we're going to talk about that. It's a little different. But by the time you're in your 50s-ish and your kids are grown and you're looking for something more for you because you can, because you're not raising kids anymore, it becomes a little bit different.
So it turns into, I wish there was an ROI.
Well,
Because
no,
your
it's what
ROI
is
gonna
ROI?
change. It's going to
right,
change.
Right. ROI is not
Sometimes
always
just
money.
surviving becomes your ROI.
Right.
Sometimes meeting another company that's going to throw business your way is an ROI. You know what? Even getting up in the morning because you had a bad night
Is an ROI.
is an ROI.
Just getting the motivation to get out of bed
That's right.
is your ROI sometimes.
Drink the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid one sip at a time. Stop trying to choke the whole bottle at once because that's what got us in this league.
So
to
it
be
changes.
yeah.
But, I wouldn't want to be a guy.
I do want to be a guy, but I see the other side now that there's a big table, and there's a lot of ladies in here. That franchise piece, you just blew me away with this whole thing. You're the first person that's talked to me about doing that.
Growing a business.
In this era, and it comes from two women down the street. Now, come on now, you got to look at the reality of what's going on
Gotta
here.
love Lady B show.
You got to be real. We got issues, and we got to talk our way out of this problem. And everybody in here is a piece of the solution. Don't think that you got all the answers.
We got to grow together. Let's take a commercial break. 888-994-4995, Studio A. We've got the lovely ladies in the house. When we come back, we're going to talk to Allison with SoFlo Moms. Let's talk about what it's like being on the younger generation. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
When your property suffers from water, mold, fire, or biohazard, you need a professional remediation company that is fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Rescue Clean 911 offer 24/7 emergency service with 1-hour response times now in your area. Water, mold, fire, biohazard. Call now 1-833-253-2699.
Handling the hard jobs with a soft touch.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
I like that show a lot too.
So guess what? Anna's going to do a show called
Unemployment.
We need workers.
Employment. Instead of unemployment, we're going to do the employment show.
We're going to do the employment show, and everybody that needs employees, come on down to the show.
Owners, yeah, we're looking for.
Come on down to the show and state your case. I'm going to hire you, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to give you. I could give you a free facial once a week.
She's like, yeah, no.
She's like, yeah. A free facial.
In her
Need to
case,
make some money.
in your case, we give them flowers maybe, or.
But I really think we should do an employment show because what
I
people
agree.
don't realize, it's not just your business that can't find employees or yours or yours. This is systemic. And I love when I read articles saying, well, it possibly is this and it possibly is that. We know what it is, but there's people out there that need work and they have to find it. So let's do what we do. Let's network and broadcast what we do. We're been graced on WWNN at 4 o'clock on the business side of it to share this side. As great as it is to share the businesses, let's share the businesses. And are you looking to hire? And if you are, we interviewed that woman that owns the contract pavement company, remember?
She hired 10 people.
And she
from
does,
here.
what's it called, blacktopping.
10 people. And I'm going to tell you something about blacktopping.
You think it's hard to do landscaping?
You think
Imagine
that's
doing
hard?
blacktopping in South Florida.
Lady says-
Allison, you don't even go near it.
Ladies say you got to be able to take extensive, extreme heat.
Yeah.
But she hired 10.
And they will train you to do it.
And they train them, and I think 5 of them became managers. 5 of them became managers and doing very well.
So I think that's another show segment we work on.
I
Lots
think
of
so.
ideas.
We need spokespeople. I mean, we need people who need the workers to come forward and put it. But again, this is what I'm talking about, the faith. You got to get the need out there and say, listen, you need this, and put it out.
You know, and then we've got our crew, and they're working 2 jobs at a time. They work here and another job, or they work here, another job, and a side hustle because of what they do here. So, I mean, Slick is working, Slick's here, he works with all the other side hustles because everybody loves Jim. And then he's got his other day job,
He
his
has
night
about
job.
4 names. I think he has like 4.
No, Danielle renames him. She calls him Jim. Yeah. Anyway, we've got the SoFlo moms in the house. We've got Allison with us. I'm going to let Allison pronounce her last name.
Hi, it's Vorsheimer. My name is Allison Vorsheimer, and I'm the owner of the SoFlo Moms. Basically, the SoFlo Moms is a community that I created by moms, for moms, to bring moms together across all of South Florida and basically connect women together.
When did you create this group?
I just started in February, so we started posting in April, so pretty new.
And how's it going?
So far, it's going well. I have a team of about 8 contributors that all write articles. We're actually about to post and post for more additional contributors. So the contributors create content and write posts every month to share their insights and their stories on motherhood. So it's not just, me telling people like a personal blog what I think you should do as a mom. It's all different types of moms, different ages. I'm obviously pregnant with my second one, and my first is almost 3, so I have younger children, so my perspective is a little bit different, but we have moms with children that are 15, so they have different perspectives, and everyone getting together and sharing their perspectives and resources to help other moms in the community.
So moms of all ages.
Yes.
It's funny, I'm thinking about it. I guess I'm still a mom, even though my kids are grown. I think it's SoFlo Moms is younger moms like you, but my kids are grown, but I'm
You're
still
always
a
a
mom.
mom.
I'm always a mom.
You don't outgrow being a mom.
But I don't think about it until I was just sitting here listening. You've got contributors of every age. So what are you finding? What are some things that are trending right now?
Well, so right now, for August, we're getting ready to talk about feeding. So anything from eating disorders, which can affect adults. It could be personal adults disorders, or breastfeeding moms. Could really be anything. Back to school is, of course, going to be a topic that we cover coming up, because moms all the way from kids into high school, even college children, are going to have children going back to school. So that's a couple things that are coming up. And then also things to do in the area we always cover. So it's not only about being a mom, because that's part of who you are, but it's not everything that you are. So places that you want to go for dinner with your husband or with your friends, or, you know, go to brunch. So different things to do around South Florida, not just only about being a mom.
Well, how did you decide to do this? What's your background?
My background is actually in fashion, so I always liked writing, and I had done a personal blog with a coworker of mine prior to COVID, and then when COVID happened, my company closed, so I was home with my son, and because of his young age, I didn't want to put him in school. He was at home with a nanny. So actually, even places that I would look for work, it was going to cost me money to go to work, because by the time I paid for someone to stay home with my child, it didn't make sense. So I started doing more social media, which I was doing also with fashion, working from home, doing different freelance jobs, and focusing on my personal blog. But the more that I really started writing, I thought that I would rather write about being a mom, because that was what I was starting to do more often. I was home all day with my son, and while I was home, it wasn't like being a regular stay-at-home mom where you see people taking their kids to the park. You know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We weren't able to go anywhere. So all of the community was online. So trying to connect moms through online became something that I wanted to do and that I was passionate about. And now that things are starting to reopen, where can we go with our kids? What can we do? You know, how do we connect with moms, not only that have kids our same age, but even some of the moms that have children a little bit older? Because something that might be stressing me out right now and seems like the end of the world as a mom, you know, the mom whose son is 15 is going to tell me, like, it doesn't matter. Eventually they'll be potty trained, or eventually, you know, it's not that big of a deal. So hearing from moms with different perspectives just makes it a little bit easier. And also doing it with humor, because I think a lot of times you see these things for moms and it's so serious and you feel like it's black and white or you have to do it. So I really want to make it more fun. You know, like I mentioned potty training. So there's certain things about potty training that while you're in it is really stressful, but then when you look back on it, it's really funny. You know, that you're on a Zoom call at home and your son runs in and says, "Mom, I have to go to the bathroom," and you have to go right then because he's 2 and he's not going to hold it. So you have to do it right that second. And in the moment, it's mortifying, and later on, you can laugh it off. So really just trying to make parenting more fun and laugh about it together so that we can move on to the next thing. And learn from it.
I've got so many questions for you, because post-pandemic, I know you talk about these stories, and I think back to when my kids were little and potty trained and all those things that were so stressful. And yes, now I laugh about it. But all the things you saw happening when people were staying home with their kids and all the Zoom things that were happening, are you seeing a trend of people trying to return back to the workplace and their kids still being home? Or are they able to now, moms, stay home with their kids? What's changing in the workplace? Because I think there's a lot more two-income households than there used to be.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's depends on the homes. So my son actually now, he's a little bit older, and now that things started opening up, we actually felt comfortable putting him in school. So that's given me more time where I've been working from home, and my husband actually, his office just reopened. So we were all home at one time, which I know happened to a lot of families, where he was in the office working from home, and then I was trying to keep my son from screaming and running through the house while he's on countless Zoom calls. And now it's changed a little bit where I'm the one that's working from home all of the time, but my son's in school and my husband's back to the office. But we have moms who never stopped going into an office or working because of what their job or their career is. Obviously, not every kind of business is able to work from home, so things are a little bit different. We have someone who's a therapist, so all of her meetings have become virtual, but her children are older, so I think it's a little bit easier to balance working from home with kids when your kids are 15 versus 2. So just different takes on being a parent. And now that things are starting to open up, I think people are feeling more comfortable sending their kids to school if that's what they have to do in order to be able to go back to work. So moms are able to kind of re-enter
Somebody
the
at the
workforce.
door.
One of our crew members, all of our crews, they do their own shows. So she did a show, it's called Inside Out, on eating disorders and disordered eating about a month ago. So that was pretty good. But things don't change. And also the thing, and I'm thinking of Faith, when our kids were growing up, can someone answer the door, please?
That's all the equipment.
Kids. Thank you, Miriam. I'm glad one of our guests is getting the door. Yes, welcome to our working studio. You didn't make enough
Can you
money
pick
to
up the
afford for
equipment
your
at the door,
kids
please?
to go to childcare. Because, as you said, it would have cost you money to go to school.
Well,
go to
so
work.
basically, I mean, part of it is because what Ann was talking about earlier, that costs have gone up. So for me, with 8 years of experience, what they wanted to pay me was 25 to 30% less than what I had been making prior to COVID. And that was the difference in paying someone to watch my son. So if I was going to make less by the time I went to work and paid for someone, it didn't make sense for me to go back to work. But now, him obviously going to school is less expensive than having someone come to the house to watch him. And during COVID, again, I didn't want to send a 2-year-old into school who had never been to school before because he was home. But now things have changed a little bit and have reopened, and I was able to work from home, so it made it a little bit easier.
This is so much of what you're seeing is out there, is women, moms aren't going back to the workplace as much because of all of these things, which is all the gains we made in women empowerment and equal pay and women going back into the workforce. Ultimately, if your kids are home from school, majority of the time it's the moms that are staying home with the kids. So we've taken all these steps forward to grow in the workplace. And here we are now stepping back because of COVID, of keeping our kids home, of not being able to afford childcare. It's changed, but yet it hasn't changed. All the things when our kids were growing up, I feel like I'm having this conversation with Allison again. And
but
Faith.
it's also...
You're waving your arms?
It's also money, right?
Yeah.
So, Dawn, Freddie, what if this is nothing more than a temporary situation because we value our children and we value the foundations of this great nation? What if you're not really taking steps backwards, but you're really having the forethought of thinking about what do you really envision for your world? What do you really want for your kids?
What are your
Do you want them
priorities?
to have the option? Because there are going to be some little girls that grow up and they want to stay home. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, we should not make that something that's not okay. But there are women that are go-getters that, you know what? Go for it. Go do what you do best. There is no right or wrong as far as that's concerned, but having the option and knowing that you're not going backwards, you're going forwards. If we always have that mentality of we're going forward, this is temporary, to get to where we really all want to be, what are we going to do?
It's choice. It goes back to choice.
Stick together and do what we need to do to get the job done. It's that simple.
I definitely think it's hard because I even pre-COVID, so I was offered a nursing job at a summer school where my kids went when they were younger, like more your kids' age. And I was like, so I had 2 kids that was private school. My pay was less for them to go to private school. And they were like, I go, well, so we'll pay you. I was like, but I'm still going to have to pay. So you want me to work and I still have to pay for my kids? It just didn't make any sense. So I get what you're saying. It was very hard. I was like...
It was very hard.
Yeah, so I was
To
like,
make
pretty much, I'm
choices.
like, I worked... At the end, I worked even Steven, but in the beginning, their price was not... could even cover 2 going to the camp.
Right, so you feel like you're kind of working backwards, like it's costing
I felt like
you
I was
to
working
go
backwards,
to
like
work.
how you were feeling.
Right.
But I love that you're out there promoting and sharing ideas and that you've got contributors. It's not just you. How do people get involved to be a contributor?
So, so far we've done one open call for contributors, and that's how we got the amazing team that we have now. And we're getting ready actually next week to do another open call. So if anyone's interested in writing, and really a lot of these moms have told me that it's therapeutic for them also, because, you know, they basically tell their husbands or, you know, their kids, like, I'm going to go write for an hour, and they get to write about something. And it doesn't have to be anything specific. You know, sometimes it's just how you're feeling about, you know, one wrote about how she's feeling about breastfeeding, or actually one of the contributors just wrote what not to say to a pregnant woman. So while she was pregnant with her child, you know, all the wrong things that people like to say, which I found particularly funny, being about 9 months pregnant now. So different things that moms feel and write. So sometimes it's more just how you're feeling, and a lot of times other moms feel the same way, and other times it's advice. Like I just wrote something about swim safety, and we have a partner. So we do also partner with local businesses, and we have a segment called Moms Mean Business as well, where it promotes specifically local moms that own businesses. And it's kind of a double-edged thing, because first of all, it promotes the mom's business, of course, to our community, but also it shows other moms that you can do your own thing. You can have a business if that's what you want while you're a mom. It doesn't have to be that, again, you're only a mom while you're a mom. You know, being a mom is a big part of your life, and it's part of what you do, but it's not the only thing. And I think a lot of women kind of get lost in that, or they feel stuck. So encouraging moms and showing them how other moms are operating their own businesses and how they got started in it, I think also encourages other moms that they can do the same thing if they want to as well.
The complexities of being a mom.
And it changes. I'm sure, just like being a dad, and then you move into grandparents.
My mother told me one time, I'm going to let you be me for a day. And if you do it, I will pay you. So I got up on a Monday morning. She woke me up at 5 in the morning, because that's what time Mom got up. And forget about it. I lasted maybe till 10. I was done. Done. I mean, all the decisions that have to be made. And it's really funny. Dads say, let's go watch a game. Let's do this with a kid. But kids always go to mom. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. You always call home to talk to mom. I don't care who you are. Always comes to mom. Then mom explains it to dad in her elegant way, right? Because men run around the house that the women run the house. That's really what it comes down to. So it's not easy. Then add what's going on right now, and you get a whole different. Can you imagine, say, I'm gonna go to work and I gotta decide whether I should stay at home. Is it worth it for me to do this, stay home, babysitting the whole 9 yards, right? I mean, you have to add up the equation. And sometimes you're gonna lose money by going to work. I laugh.
That's when I stopped working, was when Chelsea was born, because it was I was a teacher. I made X amount as a teacher. Childcare was going to cost Y, or I stayed home and we supplemented the money someplace else.
It's craziness.
I know.
Now, what I like about what she does is that there are going to be niches and nuggets of different things that moms bring up. You know, you call it the side hustle. I got a 9-year-old kid, Lucky, Gia, 9 years old, and she has a side hustle.
She sells candy.
She does drawings and sells candy, and she was getting $1 here and $1 there, and she was putting the money away in school.
She was hiding it in the library.
In the library until the teachers found it, and then they punished her and took the money away.
They said, if you do this again, we're keeping the money.
So I bought her a safe, and I said, you keep your side hustle going. You put your money in there, you take that safe with you everywhere you go. See, when I was 9, my parents said, you want sneakers, you want a door, go work for it. And I did. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
At least you understand the concept of what we're going through. But being a mom is not the same now that it was 4 years ago. It's difficult. You know, it's very difficult. And there's a lot of divorce, single moms and kids. Man, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't want to be a mom for nothing in the world.
You do segments, I'm assuming, for single moms as well.
We actually right now don't have any contributors that are single moms, but in our next all call, hopefully we will get some single moms, because really the idea that I have is that there's moms that represent every part of our community and not just, some parts, because everybody's take on being a mom is different. We all have a little bit different journey. So I think being able to read other people's perspectives and then kind of gauge your own point of view on it is important. Just because one person, does baby-led weaning or, whatever it is one way doesn't mean we all have to do it that way, or we can't talk as moms. I think there's a lot of things where people find their community and they want to do things all the same way. But I want to be a community where if you did baby-led weaning and I didn't, we can still be mom friends. It's okay.
Well,
Doesn't
what is
matter. It's a way that you introduce your child to solids.
Oh, okay.
That's.
See, I don't even know what that is.
Right. So, and things change, or, when I was a baby, I think parents were supposed to put their babies face down. And now, God forbid if you put your kid face down, it's like the end of the world. But at the end of the day, my mom has 3 children and we all survived. So there's different ways of parenting and there's different ways of doing things. And just because you do it differently.
There's a proper way of putting a child to sleep? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, there is.
Really?
And
There's
it's
a
very
proper way.
controversial, apparently, if you go in some of these Facebook groups.
I can't put him like feet down in like this thing between the crib and he's just hanging there. I can't do that no more.
No. So, a lot of times I think when you read about it, it's very black or white. And I think having different perspectives can show that, just because maybe I do something one way and you do something another way, we can read each other's perspective and gauge our own path without saying, hey, you put your kid face down or we can't talk to you, we can't have coffee. And I don't think that it has to be so black or white.
I got a potty training trick that works 100%.
Really? Want to share?
So when you're, he doesn't want to potty, you got to convince him to sit on the toilet. Play a game, right? You take some hot water and you put it in the toilet and let him sit there. I guarantee you he will go to the bathroom, he or she. Guarantee. Now what happens after that is a little bit strange because they think that they're going down the toilet. But I did it for both my kids and my friends, because I had a baseball team and all that, and it worked. Even Gio used to stubborn, and it works. You ever done it? Hot water in the toilet?
I've never done that, but I remember when Aaron was like a day before his 3-year-old birthday, and we were planning his birthday party, and he was not potty trained. And I looked at him and I go, I am not doing this again. I am not changing any more of your diapers, so figure it out. And he looks at me and goes, okay, Mom, I'm done.
Okay, Mom, I'm done what?
I'm done with diapers. I'll be potty trained. It was just like...
Just like that?
I was just like,
that's because
done.
You were crutching him.
He was almost 3. I'm like, I am done. This is disgusting. He goes, okay. Yeah.
That's because
sometimes they understand more than we give them credit for, I think.
She's the problem. She said
I am 100% the problem.
He would still be, Mom, Mom, come and clean me.
He's 26. Mom, I know. That's the problem.
Because he's a smart guy. He's very smart.
100%. How do people get in touch with you and find you on social media?
Well, it's easy. Everything is the SoFlo Moms. So on Instagram at the SoFlo Moms. Our website is thesoflomoms.com, and same on Facebook. You can search the SoFlo Moms. We're also on LinkedIn and Twitter. They're the same name.
All right, check it out.
The SoFlo Moms. They should give themselves a reward and go get a little bit of something.
Yes. Before I have 1 week to go. So
I was going to ask when you're due.
July 29th. So
don't drop that child here, because I would have to go.
You walked in, he says, we're having a baby here today.
Yes.
I'm
just
ready.
happy I went to the Keys for 10 days and he was not born on a boat, so that was a win. Now I'm back.
Oh my
He can
God.
come
I had
anytime.
delivered 2 children.
Really?
When I was in auxiliary in New York City. And if I tell you how they trained us, you got to get newspaper. Oh, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
You want to know. But I am highly trained.
We're
like
close
a
to
girl.
Boca Regional here, so we're good to go.
Yeah. Anywhere there's an epidural is fine.
Contact the SoFloMoms.com. You can find them on the SoFlo Moms all over social media. Allison, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Barbara Silva has inspired women worldwide for over 30 years with her artistic talents. With a combination of texture, color blocking, and sculpture, this creator of many beauty bestsellers has taken the world by storm with her passion for design and color. Barbara's eclectic style encompasses it all. Bold and brazen, subtle and calming. She is the most well known for her unconventional tools and techniques, including spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her textured surfaces and playful resin sculptures can be found in many tasteful private homes in Florida, Connecticut, and New York. Her miraculous compositions are exhibited at the Heart of Delray Gallery, as well as Boca Raton's The Gallery Lounge. For more information, Barbara Silver can be reached at 917-757-0447 or emailed at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, non-stop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
(224-5422). For no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to...
We're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show as we wrap up another ladies empowerment show, is all I can tell you.
Yeah, it ended up being that way, didn't it? Didn't it?
Kind of, well, yes and no. Well, yeah.
So what do you call it when you have 6 guys and you in here? Besides a mess.
Oof, yeah. It never goes the same
because
way.
Because it's women empowerment, so is there such a thing as men empowerment?
Every day.
Not every day.
I told them every day.
No, it's not.
Bring 6 guys in. Tomorrow, can you bring some of your guys?
No, I can't do that. I got a lot of people coming tomorrow.
I know, we got a lot of people coming tomorrow.
We got a networking party coming tomorrow. You're all invited, 11:30, be here till 2, and then get the hell out.
Pretty much.
Because we got a show afterwards.
Pretty much exactly what that is.
But you got to come down, you got to talk, and it's interesting because the ladies are all talking, sharing ideas, and making it happen. And if you want to make it happen, this is a good place to start that.
It's all about networking, getting out there and realizing that nobody is ever alone. Tonight at 4 o'clock on WWNN, this afternoon, I guess, after hours, we go live.
Do it here.
But we're going to be on WNN?
But we're doing it here.
Okay. We're going live on WWNN. Give us a call. Let us know what's happening in your business. If you're looking for employees, whatever it is, we are here on live radio, terrestrial radio, as well as internet, 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM to help spotlight your business on live radio, the only talk radio station in Boca Raton.
That's right. So if you want to come down, show up between the hours of 3:30 and 5, right? 4 to 5 will be on the air.
Or give us a call.
Or give us a call, which is the number we're going to use.
888-565-1470.
That's right. So you can either call, you can come into the studio. We'll give you 5 minutes of a shout out to do it as well. We've been doing it all week, and we put in about 15 companies out there.
It's been really nice.
Even the radio station was pleasantly surprised.
So join the conversation today live on WWNN, 888-565-1470. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. Faith and Ann, Vitality Spa. And so great to have you join us of the SoFlo Moms. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you hopefully at 4 o'clock and then again tomorrow at 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could